Have everyone has verified?
Will now be recorded.
Last week there is an issue with the drive, so the admin was not able to do it. But I think till yesterday or till before day, yesterday the class was not there, right? Day before yesterday, I guess he has uploaded all the videos. Cross verify once, okay? Have you guys verified or not?
Yes,
He kept the
yes.
message. He kept the message in drive as well. In WhatsApp as well. Verify that, okay? So if anybody is having issues, let us know so that he will verify. Okay, fine. Now in today's session, like we have already almost done data weave is pending. So data weave today and tomorrow will concentrate. Okay, data weave and other small minor topics. And on Sunday, I will walk through real time project and along with some certification dumps. Okay, so and today and tomorrow Sunday, and in between like Friday Saturday it will not be there, but today tomorrow and Sunday exclusively I kept. Why? Because I can walk through the real time project once. Okay, so that is a quick update. Okay, so data weave. So let's go to our topic. Okay, data weave. Data weave means what is data weave? So data weave is nothing but the one which we are using in transform message, right? It is nothing but the language which we are using in transform message. So whenever you are dragging and dropping any message, right? So let me create a quick project.
Do we are talking?
I'm sharing the screen. I'm sharing the screen now. Are you able to visualize my screen? You are able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So new project. So let me create data weave samples like, yeah. Data weave samples. Okay. So in data weave, in transform message, actually it is nothing but whatever the operations we will be doing in transform message, it comes under data weave. Okay, in the transform message, till now we have seen the transformation, like we are able to convert it to JSON, right? We are able to convert it to JSON, and even other formats also we can convert. Okay, that is nothing but conversion of formats is one thing. Conversion of formats. Okay, we can what else we can do in transform, that I'm trying to make you understand. Okay, in transform message we can convert the formats, that is for example is to JSON or to XML or XML to any format, to CSV, whatever the formats can be converted, that thing we can do it. And we can declare variables. In the transform message we can declare variables as well. So whatever the variables we have declared in for each, or in for each loop we have done it, right? In for loop, when we are doing the batch processing and when we are doing for each, some variables we have declared, that is at object level we have declared. Other than that, even our normal variables also we can create, that is one thing. And third thing is like we can create functions as well. In functions also we can create in the data weave. Okay, and we have arithmetic operations and operations, few inbuilt functions we can use it, like in Java, like incremental, decremental, how we are using in Java. Here also mathematical operations, additional operations, subtraction operations, all those operations not only on numbers, even on arrays, even on array of strings, even to that also we can apply. Okay, that is one extra feature. It is not only on numbers, in even others also we can see that. And date functions and everything, like depending upon our dates requirement, date formats can be converted to local time, we can change to US time zone, we can change. So even date formats also we can do that. Okay, so these are something like at higher levels. Okay, date formats we can do it. What else we can do? Arithmetic operations, functions, and conversion of formats. These are something like at higher levels we can perform with the transform message. Okay, so let me take now to JSON. We know it. To XML anyhow I will discuss. Okay, to XML anyhow I will discuss. Yeah, one by one we will do it. Okay, so listener, let me keep one listener. Okay, in these samples. So variables, how we can declare variables? Why? Because this is a most of the time we will be creating variables. Okay. So listener is also not required. To be frank, even listeners also we can delete it. Let me drag and drop only transform message. Okay, only transform message. See, here it is. You are having Java. So if you want to declare any functions or variables should be declared. These two we have to declare only of it only before the dotted line. For example, if I am declaring variable, the syntax for variable is var. Var is equals to country name I am saying. Okay, let me take country. Country I am taking the static one. This is nothing but declaration of variable. USA I am taking. Okay, so you are doing something. For example, first name. F name is equals to some name you have declared. Okay, you are creating like you have declared. Last name also you have declared. You have mapped or you have declared whatever is there. We can take it anyway. Okay. Okay, I'm saying. Okay, so when you are in data view, not even we no need to deploy and we no need to check. Here in preview only we can check it. See, now what will be the output of this? That can be checked here in preview. This preview is meant for it. Okay, whenever you are doing like payload dot something else, even that data also it will appear. So if I click on
Double
preview,
J, double
see
J is
it.
your typing there.
Yeah,
Double J is the
yeah. I got it. So now you can see. So you are verifying. Okay, whatever here you have written the logic, whether those elements are getting populated or not. Here itself we can check. That is the beauty of transform message. So normally in other technologies, what we will do if we do a minor change, we have to update the jar. We have deploy the jar. We have unit test either locally or if you are going with Cloud Hub, you have to do that. So deployment of things are required if you are doing any change. But see the transformation, whatever you are doing over here, directly in preview you can see it. Okay, so now country, what name of the country, now just state I am taking. So whatever I have declared at the top, see this is variable, right? This is variable, this variable name is country. So if you are declaring any variable above the dotted lines, that you can call it directly. See, so why? Because most of the time we will be using it. We will be using here, comma should be there. Now if you see state USA. So whatever the variable at the top you have declared with that name, directly you are appending to your element. So this is how any number of variables you can declare. If it is like some other, if you want department, DEPT, yes, you can declare department. Okay, IT. So in your logic implementation, you need the department value. Just you can do that, right? DEPT, yeah, you can do that. See, IT. So you can declare the variable as per your requirements and you can create once and you can reuse at n number of places. So why these variables are required? To be frank, to reduce reusability. For example, here I am populating the state value as country. Okay, somewhere else in some other element also I want to populate. That means you are writing once. So in this element, for example, here I have used country. Here also I want to use that USA value. Somehow I need that. Okay, so in that data or something else, in one of the element, even I need this country's value. So what you will be doing, instead of writing USA multiple times repeatedly, you can declare the variable once and you can reuse it, right? So again, see, here it is coming. So you are declaring the value at the top at once and reusing wherever you require. Okay, so this is how a variables can be declared. Okay, this is how a variables can be declared. Any number of times we can do it. Okay, and next, simply like one by one. So we have so many things, but yeah, let me, yeah. So in the same way, if we see variables we have declared, I have already created. Creation of variables can be in many ways. Even in the form of object also we can do it. See, normally country India I have declared. That is one way, right? And another way of declaring variable is, see, even an object we can store the object in the variable value. We can create a array as an variable. For example, variable list I can say, and in the list even array list also you can declare. Array list names, list of names you can keep it. See, so creating a variable means it is not only like single value, it can be like, it could be an object, it could be an array, it could be a normal variable just like country or state, right? See, this is array of values. Okay, so variables, even the variables we can declare in this way as well if you want. So if I declare the variable as like this, then how you will retrieve the value of id, that we will check. So I'll create one more variable. See, in our sample just I have taken this id. Now another variable I'm creating emp variable, which is nothing but an object. If I keep like braces, it is an object. If I keep like a square brackets, it is like a, it is array list. Okay, I kept braces, that means it is object. Okay, now I want to get the id value. How you will be getting that id? Okay, declare this. Now directly you can call emp dot whatever is required, like see id you are getting. If you keep like, and if you see in the preview, if you see it in the preview, that id value is retrieving. So in the object individually also through variable we can access it. We can access. That is what the beauty is. So this is how, and from the object the data how we are retrieving. Just if I need department, see here instead of this, now I want this department. Yeah, you can do that. emp dot department. See, now you click on again preview, automatically it will be populated. Okay, here I have declared IT, right? Here let me keep it as finance so that you will understand. So you can access easily. See, finance it is accessing. So this is normal variable, this is object variable, and even array list also we can declare. Okay, let me take one more array list. Okay, here it is not there, but I will showcase you. I'll tell you, like, yeah, this is a list. I can declare emp list. Okay, okay. If I want to call the value from the emp list, then let me keep like list value. Okay, let me keep the list value. Now how I can access? you can access through, as it is array, what you will be doing it, array list in the as it is array list in Java, we know it, right? So 0th value, that means Nitya will be taken now. So array list, if you are, if at all you are using, if at all you are using array, then of 0 you have to keep. But this feasibility or flexibility is not there in other technologies. That is what the beauty. Transform message you can use like anything. If you know it, you can use like anything. Okay, so you may get doubt in real time at what scenarios we will be using these variables. What we will do is, like, from the front end we will be getting the payload. In the payload, whatever we feel like, few elements we feel like it should be reused in, it should be reused in the transform message. So those values we will be storing it in the form of variables, and we will be accessing at down. So instead of USA, normally, for example, from the front end, I am getting it from the, I'm getting from the payload. Payload dot some country name you are getting. So you will be storing in this way. Payload dot country. So the payload dot country value will be stored in the country. So this value, wherever you require, you will be referring that. So in that way, from the front end, whatever you are getting in the form of payloads, you will be tracking it and you will be reusing it. That is one way. And if at all static values are there in your project implementation, even those also, like just like IT, you will be keeping those values and you will be using it. That is how we will use in the real time. When we walk through when we walk through in the real time project, then you will understand where we have used all this stuff, how we have used. Okay, so these are declaration of variables. Okay, now we will see some arithmetic operations. Okay, how the operations, how we are using it, that we'll try to check. Okay, operators, if you see the operators, if I see here, if I enhance, don't think much as of now. Why? Because I will share these workspaces with you guys. Data view, all the workspaces which I am showcasing, these workspaces I will showcase. First, try to understand the concept, that's all. Okay, try to understand the concept. These workspaces I will store, I will give you. Okay, so that all of these will be with you. Try to understand your concept, that's all. Okay, see, these are all the variables. First, not only like till now what we have done, how to declare variables we have discussed. Okay, now we can apply even operations on the variables as well. Normally what we feel is like on the numbers only we will be applying that plus plus minus minus all the stuff, but normally in like, you know, on objects also, in MuleSoft, on objects as well as on array lists also, we can apply those operations. That is the difference between this technology and the that is the difference between this technology and other technologies. Okay, see, here I have tracked everything. See, this is number. Two numbers I have declared. First name string I have taken. One of them I have taken as array list. Another one I have taken as object. Why? Because whatever it is starting with braces, that will be called as object. The things which are starting with square braces, that thing we will be calling it as array. The naming convention also I have given in that way only. And another thing is a list. List is nothing but collection of objects. See, multiple objects are there. First object is 1 2 3 4. Second object is 1 4 4 1 triple 4. So these are two objects in the list. So the array can be a list of normal strings. That is what I told you. It could be a normal strings, it could be an array of objects as well. So on all of them we can apply the functions, and we can do whatever the things we require from that array or object. We can retrieve it. We can retrieve it in transform message. So here we perform some arithmetic operations. So this is nothing but a heading. Okay, this is nothing but a heading. I am performing addition. Addition means plus. First number plus last number. What you will be getting? What you will be getting? These two, whatever the numbers I have declared here, those will be added, and the result will be stored in add. In the same case with subtraction. The same case with multiplication. The same case with division. If I click on preview, observe only addition thing, arithmetic operations only you try to observe. Okay, so see, forget about this comparators. Till now we have not discussed, so don't see this one. Okay, only try to observe add. See, arithmetic operations is nothing but heading I have given. This is nothing but a heading which we have declared. Arithmetic operations is nothing but operations which we have declared. That is, this is heading. In that heading, we have kept flower square this braces. That braces also you could see it opening and closing. And in between, we performed the logic: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. The results we could able to see, right? We could able to see the results. Till here, people are you guys are clear? I will share the workspaces. Don't worry. Try to understand concept and try to just inject into your minds. Are you guys are clear?
Yes, Nitya.
Are you? Yes, right? Yeah. So in the same way, we are performing some. Yeah, we are performing some comparators. So in the transform message, comparators we have to do in this way. If you are comparing any numbers, if you are keeping like equals to, then it will not work. The syntax should be double equals to. So few syntaxes are there that we have to remember. We don't have any other option. We have to remember. So this equality, this double equals always works with numbers. Okay, always works with numbers. So if you want to check, if two numbers are equal, you have to use double equals. And if it is equal, returns true, or otherwise it returns false. So in this case, it returned false. Why? Because the first two numbers are different. It is 30, it is 20. So that is the reason it has given the Boolean expression. It has given the Boolean expression. Comparator operators always gives either true or false. That's all. It never gives any other things. Okay. So if it is less than, if it is greater than, or if it is less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, that, like, depending upon our conditions, whether true or false, it is giving. It is giving. So now you have to
Madam, could you
understand
send
that.
this in chat box?
No, that's what I'm
Could
saying.
you
I will
send?
share this workspace. I'll share this workspace. So many things are there to discuss. Okay. So these workspaces will be shared. You can import those in your, you can import those projects in your AnyPoint Studio, and you can observe it. Try to understand the concept first. I hope you are getting my point, what I am trying to say. Okay. So next thing is like comparison
Yeah.
operators. So in MuleSoft, like arithmetic operations are plus minus divisions, we know it. And comparison operators are something like greater than equals to. If you want to check between, if you want to do anything in between two things, that can be verified using comparator operators, right? And in the same way, we have plus plus minus minus. What is the difference between this plus, and what is the difference between single plus and double plus? What is the difference? So now,
Sorry?
Give it the values.
what is the difference between single plus and double plus?
Yeah, single plus is the concatenation. The double plus means we have to increase the particular variable.
No, you are
It is
telling reverse.
separation. It is separation. Double plus is separation.
Not a separation. It is not a separation. Plus is something like it will be always works with numbers. So when you are doing any plus between numbers, it works. But plus plus is something like concatenation. We are concatenating something to the string values. So it works in between strings. So for example, if I have given Nitya, and if I have given the plus, and if at all I am giving like plus Shri, then what happens? You will get the result as Nitya Shri. Okay. So it combines the string values. So you may get doubt. So if the same thing I have applied between numbers, then what is going to happen? Somebody can tell what will be the result? All these are certification questions. What will be the value? Whether it is 25 or
1213.
12, 13, 1 to 1 3. What is the result? The result is 1 to 1 3. Plus is something different. That is arithmetic operation. Plus plus is something like incremental values. Increment, we will say like those are operators. Okay. And this is like it adds, it appends the values. Long story short, it appends the values, that's all. It appends the values, whereas plus performs the operation. Okay, that is the difference. So if at all I am using, if at all I am applying this plus plus for objects, then what is going to happen? For object, I have to apply. Object means the values which are there in between flower braces. If at all I am applying to this array list, then what is going to happen? That also we have to observe. What happens if I am adding plus plus? What happens if I am adding minus minus? Plus plus is incremental operator, minus minus is decremental operator. Okay, you got the thing? So what is going to happen? Let us see. So here I am appending, what I am doing, first name concatenation. I have added space, and I am concatenating with the second name. So what is going to happen? First name is appended with space first, and then it will be appended with the second name. So what we have declared at first name and last name, let us see. MuleSoft. In between MuleSoft, we are adding space. So mule space soft, I will get the as a result. So that is what I got it. Right? So if at all I am removing space, so if at all I am removing this space, assume I am removing this space. What is going to happen? MuleSoft, I got it. See, it just appended the value. So if you want space, what you are doing? Space, you are doing space, you are taking a space, and that space again you are appending with these additions. These are very important, you know. Even a single space or even a single plus value, it irritates us. Okay, so names get appended, names will get appended. Okay, this is the functionality of plus plus. So the same plus plus, if I have applied to array, if the same thing I'm applying to array, then what is going to happen? Definitely to array or to objects, in other technologies it will not work, but in MuleSoft we have that option. So to any array, we can append one more value. So what is there in EMP name array? This is nothing but a variable name, right? Where is that variable? At the top it is there, right? This is the array. So in this array, what I have declared? Only 3 values I have declared, right? Nitya, Shri, Mule. Only 3 values I have declared. If at all I am appending, any value to that array, the result will be like, even this ESB will also add it to that array list. So the result, what is the result is those 3 names along with ESB you could see. If you come down, see, Nitya, Shri, Mule, ESB got added. Got it? You're understanding? You're understanding, right? In the same way, this plus plus operator can be applied to object as well. To object also we can add. Object in the sense what? It should be like key pair value. In the object, actually initially what we have declared at the top, we have declared only ID, name, status we have declared. We have not declared salary. But I am trying to add that salary. I want to append that value to this object. So that we can do it through plus plus. So here the output of this will be like those three values along with salary, you could see it. Come down, salary, you could see it. See. So that means you can apply this operator even on object. The same thing even you can apply it on the list. List is nothing but a collection of objects, right? So one more idea I am adding. 1555 RAM A, everything I am adding, right? So extra, actually even this object got added. In the same way how we have added over here, in the same way even minus also we can do it. So that means we can remove that particular thing from the array. whatever the ESB I have added, I want to remove it. I don't want that. So when I am sending it to the target system, people are expecting few things needs to be removed from the result of array. So that we can remove it by using minus minus. So if I keep like minus minus, this ESB will be removed and the result will be like only 3 values. The same case goes with object as well. This key value pair I am removing it. So the result will be like only without salary. The list also the same case. That means plus or minus I can do that. Plus or minus we can do it. So we can declare variables. The variables can be of any types. Normal variable is there. Object variable is there. Array list is there. List of objects also. Array list of objects also we can do it. And on the top of it, we can apply concatenation or concatenation of incremental operator or decremental operator. We can add it or we can remove it, anyway we can do it, which is not feasible or which is not possible in other technologies. But here it is possible. So whatever you are getting from the front end, if at all the target system is expecting to remove any values from them, you can do in this way. Hope you guys have understood without any confusion. Shall I take that? This workspace I will share with you. This workspace I will share with you. Whatever related to data weave I will share with you. And whatever the examples I have taken, those examples are here. You no need to worry on that. Concentrate on understanding the concept. Right? So any doubts in these variables, this thing? You guys are okay?
Why we need to do this one, Nitya?
Actually, when we are okay, see till now what we have seen, direct mapping we have seen. So whenever we are sending it
Yes.
to any target system, for example database, whenever we are sending it to database or anything, directly one-to-one mapping from the payload we are taking and we are doing it. But there will be situations where whatever the data I am getting from the source system or any other API, I want to remove few values. Okay, so assume like the same thing here, one object, this value you are getting from the front end, and you want to add something, one extra thing to this object. Then how you will be doing in MuleSoft? That you should have idea, right?
Yeah, it comes right.
So
Sometimes we need to append something. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. You see, integration is not will not be smooth, na. Source system
Yes.
some will be sending some most of the junk data. We will not be sending all the as per mapping sheet. We will be doing it, but there will be a situation like one object. It will come in the form of object. I want to add something to this object. One extra element the target system is expecting. Then you should know it how to apply it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are something like while we are writing logic, when we are before sending it to target system, whatever they expect to meet their expectation criteria, what else we can do in the transform that we have to understand. Okay. So operators in this way we can apply. So just a long story short, in this way we can apply it. Okay. This is about variables. Okay, this is about variables, nothing more than that. In variables nothing much to discuss, to be frank. So it is like straightforward. Variables can be of different types. Now among this, out of these four, no other variables we will declare, to be frank. So this we have done, we understood it, what this we have understood what we will be doing in the variables. And then conditions, even we can apply some conditions. Conditions means I have forgotten to write that. Conditions, operations also we have understood. Conditions also there in between, some conditions, if conditions, else conditions, if you want, if at all you want to apply before sending it to target system, some conditions you have to apply, you have to retrieve it, you have to send it. So in that case also we can, in that case also in the transform message we can use if else cases we can use it. Okay, so let me close this. I don't want to confuse you guys. So conditions, I will open it. Okay, conditions. So in transform message even we can apply conditions as well. So for example, this is USA, this is New York. You want to compare. You want to compare. So if country value is, if at all from the front end, if it is coming as USA, you want to populate the country as USA and city as New York. If at all the value is different, it has to satisfy the condition. Like it should, like country and city, it should be like none. Why? Because the target system, in this case, the target system is expecting, it want to check, like from the front end, they can send any values. But while you are sending to target system, they have a requirement like if it is only USA, populate few values. This is mapping condition. If it is not USA, target system needs only none. It doesn't want anything else. Even though the source system is sending other values, we don't want anything. Now the persons who are sitting in between, they have to take care. They have to send like, if USA is not satisfied, it has to, we have to, target system will say, we have to receive only none. Other than that, we don't want anything. So if that is the requirement, requirement from the mapping stand means, then you definitely, do you have any other option? You have to apply conditions only, na? Am I right? You don't have
Um,
anything, right? You have to apply conditions and you have to retrieve it. In the transform message, if at all there is a requirement to apply conditions, we can apply it. The syntax is this one. If braces, whatever the condition you want to check, that you can keep it, and whatever you want to populate, keep it in the braces. And in the else condition, whatever, if this is not satisfied, what else should happen, that you have to give. Okay, so in the target country value, only the target system wants only country value, either USA or none. That's all. That is a requirement. When it should be USA, when it should be none, it is whose responsibility to check? It is the responsibility of developers. Means of developers has to check it. So
yeah,
for this
suppose
single
in
thing,
case, yeah, in case we got United States, right, we need to store the like ISO codes, right, US. Some system
yes.
like as USA in that case.
Hmm. In objects you can declare, na? In the variables you can, declare one object and you can check it, right? In any way. You can create one object. See, here object is there, right? Here in this way, key values. Key value plates, here you will declare. So whatever is required, you will give one condition, you will verify it and you will do that. This we know it, how to declare. Where dot, I got your value, what I got your point, what you are trying to say. So in that case, what happens is like key value pairs at the top. So you are saying multiple values. You are saying like if it is, what is your question, Gopi? You are saying like it is.
No, country, right? Usually normal problem, right? Country code, some system accept like ISO codes, right? Example, United States, they maintain in world system, but new system, it accept like a US, right? So
In that case, you can whatever the requirement it is there, you just declare the static values in one array, right? In one array you can declare. For example, United America it is coming, but in the short form, target system is expecting USA. That is what the requirement is. Then what you can do? You can keep one condition. See, USA or UK, whatever is there, the static values you can declare over here. And in your if condition, what you can do is, if whatever the value that you are getting from the payload from the payload dot country, some value you are getting, that country value I am assuming it like from the payload I am getting country as United America. Okay, if United America is coming from the source system and your target system is expecting USA, this lookup you have to check this lookup and you have to send, right? So what I will do, if this is my requirement, first I will check whether if it is United America from the front end, then I will try to populate. If it is United America, then write the condition like country is equals to country only you want to populate, right? Country is equals to what you can do, whatever the variable here you have declared. For example, count you have declared. So what you can do, you have populate the value as var dot where var dot coun of 0 as it is static value, right? You
Yeah.
can declare in this way, na? If it is United America, you want to populate USA, you can do that. So all this is like logical. That is what I'm trying to say. But for doing this much, you should know it when if is there in transfer message, right?
Yeah. Because this is normal, right? The values.
Now this is normal.
Yeah.
This is normal. Yeah, just I'm telling you. In the real time also the same case. Any static values are there means either we will be taking in variable or we will be declaring in properties file. And
Okay.
from the properties we can look up. Okay. So as you start working on it now, then you'll understand it better way. Okay. So the good question. Whatever the question that Gopi has kept, it is really it is very nearby to real time.
Yeah, I will ask one
Okay.
more question. I am saving that question at the end of the call.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so in this way we can check it. If at all the same case, whatever I have explained over here, the same thing here as well, but I have taken only one value instead of array. Okay, instead of array. If at all from the front end, if at all USA is coming, then I want to populate USA and city as New York. If the condition is not satisfied, it has to go to else block. So it is not like Java. See, at root level, you are not keeping anything. If will be started over here, it will be closed over here. Syntax is very, very important. Why? Because here there is we cannot check the syntax. That is a problem in data view. We should know, by experience we will get. Already if the project is already completed means, if you have any doubts, we will open their transformation. Even today, even though this much experience even I have, sometimes even syntactically even I will make a mistake. Why? Because here you see, if I am keeping any extra thing, definitely it will scold us. Here it will give us, see, this is not extra brace is there, that kind of information it will give, but it is not saying directly. See, expected this one, it is saying something else like function call or selector lines, something. It will confuse actually. The actual error message, it will, the exact error message it will not display. It can say like okay, this flower brush is extra flower grace, like that it can say it. But the problem with in the transfer message is, it will see input value, see input expected, that's all. See, by seeing this only you are able to see. If you see this alone, you will understand like this is expected, but to be frank we have written extra one. So sometimes the error message will confuse us. Okay, that understanding will comes when we are working very close with the project. Okay, if you are working multiple times you will understand. So always the transform message will not give the actual error problem. That is main problem. Okay. Even today, the persons whoever is having that much experience, even they also feels it. See, just it is saying it is expected. It should not say expected. It should say like it is an extra one. It will not say that. Sometimes that irritates us. You have to take care. Okay, so that is the reason I'm saying syntactically we should be bit aware, at least a bit. If you are not aware, if you are not able to do it, then what you can do is like, definitely you will go to the existing projects only, you will be deployed. It will not be from scratch. So the previous APIs, how your developers have developed those transformations, try to check and try to implement using that syntax in your requirement. That saves a lot of time. Even today we also will do the same thing. If I am having any requirement, we will think, okay, let us see the transformations how the previous team has written. Okay, something we will understand. From that only we will try to grab it and we will try to write. Okay, some minimum values, my minimum syntaxes we will know it, but Sometimes it irritates. Okay. In the same case, here if I am saying like only one if else. If I see the preview, the condition is satisfied. It is USA, it is New York. So definitely it comes like USA, New York. Here you will see as USA and here you will see as New York. Here I will change now. I'll try to keep it as UK. Then what is going to happen? The condition got failed. It will go to else block and it will display the else. Actually, in MuleFlow, we have debug mode to check the values at each and every point. But in the transform message, we don't have any debug modes. Directly, we have to give the conditions here. We have to check here itself. If it is any debug mode means that is different. Really, it helps a lot. But that much is not given in the transform message of MuleSoft. That may come with the coming versions. Debug mode with only with transform message. That will be like in coming versions they may release. Okay, so we don't have any other options whether we have to check blindly here. Okay, whether it is satisfying the condition to which block it is going, that it is completely our head developer's headache only to identify. Okay, in the same case with else if so if the condition is India, I want to populate the currency as ISD, city as Hyderabad. If at all, if it is like USA, I want to populate these two. If these two are not satisfied, I want to go with none. So any number of if else conditions you can add it. Any number of if else conditions you can else if you can add it. But for one if there should be one else only. How many else ifs you are writing in between 100 else ifs you can write it, but at last for one if condition one else should be mandatory. Okay, if I remove this else now, definitely it will scold me. See, if I remove this else, it directly says error, missing else. At least here it is saying a right message. So for one if condition, definitely mandatory. It is mandatory to have the else if else condition. Okay, even if you don't have else if, it will not scold. Why? Because it is like optional. It will work. If along with else is mandatory, definitely it should be there. For one if, one else is mandatory. Else if can be there, it is optional. Can be there, cannot be there. If you have 100 else if also, doesn't matter. Okay, okay, let me check this condition now. See, if it is USA, the condition is satisfied. Then in the preview we can see USA. For USA, USD is one, New York is the city. If at all, if I am giving the value as India, to that condition it will go to this condition, and ISD Hyderabad it is displaying. If at all we are not satisfying any one of them, then what happens? It goes to none. It is going to else condition. So how this is working, I think you are understanding. The people who are having at least one programming language background, they can understand better. It is easy for them, right? Got it? Now are you clear? Are you guys are clear? If condition, if else condition, if else if. We can apply even at field level as well. Now what I am doing directly, if else conditions directly I am writing from the starting itself. But at field levels also we can do that. That means, see, currency. In one line I can write that condition. In one line at field levels means this to this field I can check the condition directly over here. In this field, to this field this if condition is applied, to this field this condition is applied. That means for each and every independent fields also we can apply the condition. What is the difference between previous one and this one? In this one directly no field, nothing, just it displays these two values. It displays these two values, but if conditions I'm keeping directly. But sometimes we will get a requirement. Why? Because we are middleware. The requirement how it will be we don't know. It will be like high level, it could be at field level as well. So why I'm saying field level? Why? Because along with these elements Along with these elements, I want to have another element as well. So what is the difference between previous and this one is IT. I want to populate even this this value as well. Okay, department is equals to IT. I want to populate. And what happens in the preview? Those conditions it will check. Okay, IT. I have to keep it in as it is string. We have to keep it in this one. Summarize it is expecting. If country is India, populate. Okay, I don't want to confuse with this now. I will let you know. Wait, first we will discuss and then we will come to that point. The difference between this and this is, in this only these two values will get populated. What are those two values? If condition is satisfied, currency or city, only these two elements only will populate. But along with these two elements, I need one more element like department. Okay, department. Then this format is not satisfied, right? This format will not be satisfied. Why? Because along with these two, I need one more element as well. That element, if you are keeping the syntax in this way, it will not satisfy. That will be satisfied if at all if you are going with field values. Here any number of new elements I can add it. Okay, any number of new elements I can add below that. Okay, so what is the issue? Some issue it is saying invalid C. Okay, first we will check with one thing. I'll go for preview. I'll check if at all I could see the result. Try to understand what condition we have written. If the country is India, populate the currency as ISD. Else if country is USA, try to populate as USD. Otherwise, populate as none. So at one field level, we have written this condition. So see the beauty, how we are checking the condition and we are writing, if it is satisfied, populate this. If not satisfied, go to next else condition. Check if it is satisfied. If this is satisfied, try to keep it as USA. If both are not satisfied, try to keep it as none. At field level, we are writing. But somehow it is showing the error. It should work normally.
So in line
Why
number
it is
9,
showing?
so that
Mm-hmm.
city is now a variable, right? So we can just directly write it, or we have to write $sign. Like line number 9, if city is not equal to null, we can directly say print city as string.
Yeah. You can see. Yes. Now variable directly you can take it. Nah? Instead of in strings, you can directly keep like city. That's correct.
Okay.
You can keep it. Why? Because variable declaration how we have done previously. Let's say that syntax will not change. If you want to keep directly, okay, instead of strings, you can keep directly as city. Variable name. Okay. This should work. I think in your AnyPoint platform it may work. Sometimes it is behaving weirdly, right? So let me check. See, now it is coming. Country is equals to India. ISD. Satisfied now? It is India, so it is satisfied. If at all I am keeping as, let me enlarge it. See, if it is India, okay, if it is India, it has to satisfy ISD. If it is USA, it has to come USD. If I am changing as USA, so at field levels we are applying. Okay, it is coming as USD. If both are not satisfied, then we know that it goes to none. So that means at one field level you can apply your any number of conditions. In transform message, even that is feasible. Okay, even this also should work, but somehow it is creating some problem. Okay, might be some syntactically. See, the space is not there, Baba. After city, for not equals to, we have to give the space. That space I have not given, simply it is torturing me, and it is not giving even the right error message as well. That is another torture. What it is saying, it is expected flower braces. Closed flower braces, it is expecting. It is saying, it is directing us wrongly. But what is the actual problem? I have to give space after city. Then it goes. So while writing transform message, you should be very careful. Got it? Now I think you got the problems. So that is the reason what I am trying to say is like whenever you are deployed to known project, try to check the syntaxes in other transformations and try to apply the same in your transformation. See, now I am saying like the space is there. I am here to say you, so that is the reason you have applied it. But there nobody will there na. Nobody will there. You have to create yourself. So try to check the existing ones and try to implement. Okay, got it? I hope you now you got a clarity. So data type variables we have discussed. Conditions also we have discussed. That conditions also at field level as well as this level we have discussed. What is data correlation? We will check even them as well. Okay, data conversions. Conversions are nothing but we know it. If at all it is coming as string, if you want to write it as string you can do it. Otherwise default value you can take it as none. If name is coming, take the name value, take that name value as string. This I think we have done it, right? As number we have done when we are inserting data into database. Somewhere I have used like as number and default value as 0. You guys have remembered or not? Have you guys remembered or not?
Yes, man, I remember.
You remember, right? So
Yes.
whenever target system is expecting string means you write it as string. If that string is, if that value is coming means okay, otherwise take the default value as null. So definitely in the real time, declaring as string, as number, as boolean values is really required. Really required. Why? Because okay, the same things you are sending it to database. The value is not coming from the front end. It will try to map it, but the value is not coming. Then what happens? It will error out. The whole flow will error out. The flow is going to stop. Why? Because you are trying to map an value which is not there. See, here I am assuming like the value is coming from the front end and we are doing it. Let me showcase here itself. So if this value is not there, assume like this value is not coming, but I am trying to map it. The value itself is not there, but I am trying to map it. Okay, if default value is not declared, what is going to happen? This default is not there. What is going to happen? It will definitely error out. Error out, the flow will stop there itself. That is a big problem. Let me showcase you. Let me take the backup before doing anything. Okay, this is the backup. So what I'm trying to say is this value is not there and I'm trying to map it, and I have removed this. I'm trying to map a one which is not there. Then what happens? That API, after reaching to this transformation, it will error out and it will the flow will not be moved forward. It will say that you are trying to map an element which is not there. So in order to remove that issue, in order to set that issue, what we have to do is like if element is coming, map it. If element is not coming, take the default value as some false or true or 0 or 1. It depends. If it is number, we will give it as 0. If it is string, we will give it as null. If it is boolean, we will give it as false. Some default value we have to give, so that what happens is like the API will not get failed. The flow will not stop. At least like false value, it will go to the target system. I guess you are understanding what I'm trying to say. అర్థమవుతుందండి? You are getting it or not? మన ఫ్లో చేసేటప్పుడు మనకు ఆల్రెడీ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది. మనం ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో చేసేటప్పుడు మనం డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ పెట్టలేదు, మనకి ఫ్లో ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయింది. I didn't remember whether you guys are remembered or not. I remember that.
I remember because
You
we
remember,
use
see.
default values. Yeah, even though I am missing
Yes.
class, I remember.
Yes. Yeah. So that flow will stop. So what happens if you are doing that, if it is going to production, if it is stopping at this point, people will scold like anything. Have you not tested it? Have you not tested in the development environment? Have this not been captured in QA? Why these default values are not set? It will be like big escalations. So while writing data weave, you should be very clear. If elements are coming, you are mapping. Else, what should be the default values? You need to ask target people. Sometimes those people will forget to give you. Why? Because all these values, transformation is what? We are transforming the source system data to target system data. When you are, if at all it is failing in target system, it will be a big torture for middleware only. Why it is failed? Why it is not tested in the during QA or during development? Why it is not tested? Why middleware people has not asked the default values? This will escalate. So definitely you should be very clear. If the values are coming, we will do it. Otherwise, what are the default values? We will set that only. That we have to say.
I
Okay.
have one question. I think. Okay.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
I need
I'll
to
stop
load.
now.
Okay. I need to load 3 million records using
Hmm.
MuleSoft. Does it is feasible or not?
Yeah, we can do that. In the transfer message, if we do the for loop, we can do it. But it is billion, so better thing is go with batch processing.
Yeah, batch process we can write and do it right in
Yes,
MuleSoft.
we can do that. Yes, we
Or
can do that. Batch is the only option. Why? Because it billions of records, na?
yeah,
Batch is the
because
only
it
option.
only option or MQ MuleSoft MQ we cannot handle using MuleSoft MQ.
Yeah, even that also we can do it. Batch is what is your source and target system? All these 3 billions where you want to send to
I'm
target system.
I'm putting into Salesforce from DB2. Okay, it is a 3 million. We are doing kind of a feasibility study because I know TIPCO. I loaded like a couple of million records. That is based upon the person skill level. Okay, I'm checking with my
Hmm.
MuleSoft team. No, they said they're telling me like buy another tool. Why I need to buy another tool if you are able to
Why?
write?
No.
Uh,
Wow, if you are buying for only this requirement, no. It
no.
will be
We are
feasible in
buying
batch
MuleSoft.
processing.
No. We are
Uh,
buying MuleSoft for a bigger project. So that is one of
mm.
the RFP question I have to answer. Thank you.
Okay. No. That is fine. In batch, you can do that.
Okay.
So instead of 100, how many records at a time they want, check with them and keep that value.
Okay.
Not like in our examples, we have done like 2 or 3 records, but in the real time, it is something like 10,000 like that we will be doing it. But at a time, how many records even target system is capable of taking? Cross verify that and you just
Yeah,
keep this
that,
that way.
that is yeah, that API limits I know. Yeah.
Okay, I think it is beyond the time today somehow. Okay, I don't want to inject more in your brains. I'll stop it here and I'll share these workspaces with you guys. Okay, I'll share it. Don't think much on data weaving. Why? Because all data weaving is something related to syntax only. Try to observe it, try to do it, try to practice the same in your systems. That's all. It is a kind of syntaxes. Okay, when you practice, you will get like much more grip on it. The same thing, whatever I have done, in the same way you can also create and you can also practice it. Okay. Today only I will share this so that you can practice. Okay.
Hey Nitya, was there any class yesterday and day before?
No. Yesterday it was not there, Akila. Why? Because of this Ganesh. So many people are taking off this Ganesh. These things. Current was not there, so Wi-Fi is not working.
How about the
Yesterday and day before.
Sunday? How about Sunday and
Sunday.
Monday?
Sunday. Sunday. I guess we have it. I didn't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
So yeah, only thing is,
Sun.
so the link, new link wasn't shared with us, not at least with me.
You are not
So
in the group. You are not in the WhatsApp group.
no,
You are
I'm
there or
not.
not?
No. Can you
Oh,
add me, because if sometimes you miss class, they don't format
Akila.
anything.
Oh, okay. I am thinking like everybody is there, so that is the reason I thought. Okay. Okay, Akila, right? Okay. I will check with
No, no, I'm
admin and I will try.
No, I'm
I'm
already in the group. I think she's Kiran.
yeah, I'm Kiran.
Kiran. Oh, okay. Okay, Kiran. Kiran and Gopi, I think you are from different, I think, institute. So that is the reason I think you are missing. But I'll try to, yeah, I will ask to add your numbers.
Can
Okay.
you tell them to add us, because then otherwise they don't forward message. Even if I message them, they didn't reply for 3 days.
Oh, the thing is like actually that Navya is another, she's from another institute. Okay, what you can do, please give me your mobile numbers so that,
Okay, let
I,
me
I,
send.
but
I am in the group already, Nitya. I
Gopi, you
am.
are there. So I think Kiran only is missing
Yeah.
You are the organizer or presenter? Wait,
now.
maybe presenter, I guess.
Anything to anyone you can give it.
Okay, I'm sending here in the chat to
Uh,
you.
but to be frank, today and tomorrow class will be there. Saturday, Friday, Saturday it will not be there. Sunday we will sit on the project. Okay, that is clear. Clearly I'm saying. So no worries on that. Okay.
Yeah, because now I think I missed 3 classes because I didn't had new link.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somehow
I
I
sent you
think
my
Kiran, you
number.
have not given your mobile number, so that is the only reason. Okay.
Nobody
These
asked.
people. No.
Yeah.
No. You are from different. So here the two institute people are there.
Yeah, Kiran, if suppose if your Google Drive is full, it may problem because I got the same problem. Then I switch it to my company Google Drive. So then I'm able to see all the videos.
Yeah,
Only
videos they
yeah,
uploaded yesterday. So on Friday, Sunday, Monday, I wasn't able to join because that link was saying it's invalid or something. That
okay.
that
No. You alone are this Kiran. I think in that
yeah.
group.
So did you
Okay.
get my number I sent in the chat?
Yeah, I got it. I already informed. I already forwarded to this guy to add it. Okay.
Okay, and the class will be same timing or is it
Same
9 a.m.?
timings.
Yeah, same time,
No.
right?
No. Same time. Time will not change.
Okay, because they
I have
messaged
only one
me.
slot, 8:30 to 9:30. That is the only slot I can take.
Okay,
So many institutes are asking me, but even then I cannot make it. Only 8:30 to 9:30.
yeah, because they
So
sent me
you,
new link message today and timing they said wrong timings, 9 to 10 India timings basically.
yeah. You are from IT Guru, right? I guess you are from IT Guru.
Yeah.
Gopi and you.